Hello everyone, welcome to the UPSC EPFO APFC क्वेश्चन पेपर डिस्कशन। इस पर्टिकुलर पार्ट में हम लोग क्वेश्चन नंबर 52 से डिस्कस करने जा रहे हैं। आप प्रीवियस पार्ट्स को रेफर कर सकते हैं, प्लेलिस्ट जो है वो आपका ऑलरेडी बना हुआ है। Which of the following were recommended by the Thangan Committee in respect of local governments in India? So Thangan Committee was formed in the year 1988 और local governments के लिए यहाँ पे क्या क्या recommendations थे? Constitutional status yes, and 3-year term no, 5-year fixed term यहाँ पे recommended था. So that is why one only is the correct answer. Coming to question number 53. E-Sanjeevani, a scheme of the Government of India, serves which one among the following objectives? E-Sanjeevani इनमें से कौन सा ऑप्शन करेक्ट होगा? Creates a database of people affected by COVID-19? No. Promotes the use of telemedicine? Yes. Telemedicine का use कैसे promote करेंगे? It is basically online services, and this is also India's national telemedicine service, E-Sanjeevani. So B is the correct answer. It gives free online consultations. Which of the following statements about recommendations of the 15th Finance Commission are correct? Basic grants can be used by rural local bodies for location-specific felt needs under the 29 subjects enshrined in the 11th schedule of the Constitution of India, except for salaries and other establishment cost. Yes, so rural local bodies के लिए यहाँ पे this can be used. One is correct. Tide grants can be used for basic services of sanitation and maintenance of open defecation free status, management and treatment of household waste and human excreta. Correct? Again, this is your basic sanitation itself. The recommended health grants to create diagnostic infrastructure in primary health care facilities. This can confuse option number 3, but then if 1 and 2 is correct, then we have only one option which has all the 3, 1, 2 and 3 as the answer. Next question, question number 55. Which of the following statements about the functions of the State Finance Commission are correct? It reviews the financial position of the local governments in the state. Correct. It reviews the distribution of revenue between rural and urban local governments. This is also correct. So, functions of State Finance Commission, this is the question, and both 1 and 2 are correct. Kempa Fund is regulated by which one of the following? So, it is regulated by the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. So, C is the correct answer. An employee working in an establishment draws a monthly wage of rupees 9,000 as fixed under the Minimum Wages Act 1948 and is eligible to get bonus under the Payment of Bonus Act 1965 for the accounting year 2021-22. The bonus payable is at the rate of 10% if the employee has worked continuously for whole of the said accounting year, that is for 12 months, then what is the amount of bonus that shall be paid to the employee? So what will be paid? 9 গুণ 18 8 হাতে গল 1 9 গুণ 9 10. So 10,800. D is the correct answer. Question number 58. Which one of the following statements relating to conclusion of conciliation proceedings under the Industrial Disputes Act 1947 is not correct? So there can be conciliation, there can be arbitration and there can be adjudication. So in conciliation, it is concluded on the date when a memorandum of settlement is signed by the parties. Yes, this is correct. which is not correct, they are asking. It is concluded on the date when it ends in failure resulting in no memorandum of settlement signed between the parties. So it does not just ends with not signing by the parties. So either their conciliation will happen, either settlement will be done, or what will happen is the conciliation officer, what will he do? He will send the copies under section 12A to the parties, and after that the appropriate government authority will also receive it. It is concluded on the date when the conciliation officer is received by appropriate government when no settlement is arrived. So this is also correct. It is concluded on the date when the reference is made by the appropriate government to the Labour Court, Industrial Tribunal under section 10 of the Act during pendency of the conciliation proceedings. If it is pending, it cannot be done and then it has reached the Labour Court, it happens under section 10. So 1, 3 and 4 are correct. So B is not the correct answer here. The provision for disability compensation for the person who is declared unfit under medical examination and for whom no alternative employment is possible finds place under which one of the following legislations? So finds place under the Mines Act of 1952. So C is the correct answer. If something has happened and after that he is not fit for any other employment, no alternate employment is possible in that case. Which one of the following articles of the Constitution of India prohibits employment of children in factory or mines or any other hazardous employment? So Article 24 of the Constitution of India, no child labor. Question number 61. The insurance claim received on account of machinery damaged completely by fire is, machinery is damaged completely by fire. So it is under the capital receipt because it is a fixed cost. It is a long-term cost and it is a fixed cost. According to the accounting standards, which one of the following are the fundamental accounting assumptions? Fundamental accounting assumption number 1 is the going concern. That means it is assumed that the company will go on forever. Number 2 is consistency. The same accounting principles has to be applied over a period of time again and again. That is same consistent application of the accounting principles will happen so that it can be compared later on. Accrual, what does it mean? It means that only when the revenue is actually realized, that time only it will be considered, not otherwise. Irrespective of the what are the cash inflow, irrespective of that, only when the revenue is realized, it will be, when it is actually realized, it will be calculated. No assumptions in this that okay, this much can be the revenue. So A is the correct answer. Which of the following errors is not detected by trial balance? So trial balance is basically that balance of the company where it is not finalized yet, because some mathematical calculations are done and it has to be first ensured here itself that these calculations are correct or not, everything is correct or not. Only after that it will be taken forward. So that is the trial balance, which is not detected here. A credit purchase of 1000 from Mr. Singh is credited wrongly to the account of Mr. Akash. It will be here itself, this will be caught, this will be detected. A credit purchase of 20,000 from Mr. Sandhu is recorded in the day book as 2000, again error recorded, it will be caught. Conversion of a temporary shed into a permanent building is recorded as repairs and maintenance expenses. Error in posting from the book of subsidiary record to the ledger, this will not be caught. Now coming to the next question, because that is the trial balance and from there it is being which one of the following statements is correct? Capital reserves are normally created out of free or distributable profits. Capital reserves are normally created from capital profits. Dividend equalization reserves is an example of general reserve. So dividend equalization, so that if today a company has given say dividend of rupees 10, tomorrow the shares have fall, then it will decrease the dividend, then it will not look nice. So it is basically that reserve from which these fluctuations can be managed, or it is managed. So that is dividend equalization. Next is general reserve. General reserve can be used only for some specific purpose, not for some specific purpose, as the name indicates, general reserve. So it is for various other requirements. Provision is a charge against profit. So here D is the correct answer, because provision is that reserve which is kept for a known liability in the future. Which one of the following is not an error of commission? So two things. One is error of omission, that is completely left, completely not kept that in the book of record, that is omission, completely forgot, say completely left out. And then omission is it is there in the book but it is wrong. So which is not an error of omission? Overcasting of sales book, credit sales to Ramesh 5,000 credited to his account, wrong balancing of machinery account, or cash sales not recorded in cash book. When it is not recorded, it is of omission. It is not of commission. Commission is when something has been added which is wrong, but it is not recorded at all. It is omission, not commission, which is not an error of commission. So D is the correct answer. Rest, wrong balancing, again it is added but it is wrong. It is completely omitted, right? So D is the correct answer. Which of the following operators connects a structure variable and its element? So a dot operator is the one which connects a structure variable and its element. Which of the following is not a top-down language? Top-down language and bottom-up language. So which is not a top-down language? Java is not. Say C++ is not. C, Fortran and Pascal are. Which one of the following attributes is required for internal linking in HTML? So name attribute is required for internal linking in HTML. Which one of the following types of operating systems is designed to respond to an event within a predetermined time? So real time is designed to respond to an event within a predetermined time. Question number 70. What is the decimal equivalent of the hexadecimal number 5A6D? 5A6D. So A is 10, D is 13. Now 5 into, this is hexadecimal, 16, 0, 1, 2, 3 plus 10 into 16 raised to the power 2 plus 6 into 16 raised to the power 1 plus 13 into 16 raised to the power 0. This is anyhow 1. So this will give us 6 5 0 13 not equal to 13. So if we calculate this, then we will get 20480 plus 2560 plus 96 plus 13. So if we will do this calculation, we will get A as the correct answer. Coming to the next question, two lenses of power plus 2.0 diopter and minus 2.5 diopter are combined to make, what will we get if they are combined? Minus 0.5 diopter optical instrument. The combination will act as a concave lens, as the power is minus, so it will diverge the light. For an inelastic collision, between two objects, which one among the following statements is correct? The kinetic energy remains conserved. No, in inelastic collision what will happen? The momentum remains conserved, not the kinetic energy. So B is the correct answer. So from the next question is again from maths. So from here we will solve in the next session. Please consider subscribing to the channel. Take care. Stay blessed. Bye bye.